Hey guys, it's your girl Tash, and I am here again with yet another special voiceover for all the people who subscribe to my channel, like, comment, shares my videos, and follows me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I made this voiceover especially for you guys. One love! So one of my most frequently asked question is how to braid over bald patches. So in this video, I'll show you guys how to braid over bald patches, and you will need some hair extensions to help you with the process. So the hair extensions that I am using is the Marley hair extensions, and it's one of the best Afro hair extensions that I use to blend with my clients' 4-type hair textures. So I'll be feeding my extensions in where the hair is thinning the most. So I won't be feeding the extensions all over the head because I want this to look as natural as possible. So I don't put extensions where it's not needed. But if you're unable to braid on short hair, then I recommend you use extensions all over to help your grip. So I'm just going to be sectioning out my Marley hair extensions according to the density of my client's natural hair. So my client's natural hair is quite thin, so I'll be sectioning out the extensions in very thin sections. And I won't be feeding all the hair in that I section out. I'm just going to be feeding in as much as I need to. And I suppose you just have to go with your own judgment on this. So I'll braid the first 2 rows naturally, and as I get to the affected areas, I'll show you when to start feeding in your Marley hair extensions. So one of my most frequently asked questions, and I've been meaning to answer these questions, I get asked a lot, won't the hair get thinner or balder if you grip on it? Especially protective styles like cornrows, which are quite tight than other protective styles. And the answer is no. It all depends on the person who is braiding your hair. So if the hair is braided too tightly, then that will result in traction alopecia. But if the hair is braided just correctly, that will result in hair regrowth. And obviously applying the right amount of oil or the correct oils to your scalp as well daily will help the hair to regain its thickness and its length. So it all depends on the person who is doing your hair, and that's the answer for me. And I'll explain to you guys more about traction alopecia and hair loss and how to regain hair loss, because I've had so many clients with hair loss that they thought it was alopecia, and it wasn't a medical condition. It was just lack of care and lack of understanding how to maintain their hair daily. So I'll go into that a little bit further on. So for those of you who are new to this channel and you don't know who I am a short hair braider located in London, United Kingdom, and you can find my contact details in the description box below. On this channel, you'll find videos of different clients with different hair textures, and I'll be updating you guys on some of my clients and their hair growth journeys. So please subscribe and turn the notifications on so you don't miss out on anything. So back to the point that I was trying to make about hair loss and alopecia. So in my opinion, not all hair loss is alopecia. Some hair loss are caused by stress, lack of care, and lack of understanding your hair type and what kind of hair products that you need to use to maintain your hair type. And I find that in a lot of men, hair loss is more common, and I know that they have a medical explanation as to why hair loss is most common in men. But in my opinion, a lot of men don't understand how to look after their hair. And you find that a lot of girls were taught from a young age, just even playing with their dollies and stuff, they were just taught how to look after their hair and how to look beautiful. But with men, they were just taught how to go to the barbers and cut their hair. But a lot of people don't understand that your hair, it works like a plant, meaning that your roots, they need moisture to survive. And I will talk to you guys more about that in another video, because I have had a lot of clients with this issue of patches all over their hair, and they were really convinced that it was alopecia and that they're going bald. And if you check on my Instagram, I mean, the reviews are there, the result is there. And for those of you who has been following me for a long time, you know, you will see that a lot of my clients with patches and stuff, their hair did grow back, and it grew back very beautifully. So I will be going into that topic with you guys very soon. So this is the point where I will start feeding in my Marley ear extensions, and I am feeding them in as thin as possible so that I maintain the same density as my client's natural hair. So feed in as much hair as you feel that you need to maintain the same density as the natural hair that you started to braid with. So as you can see, I am braiding very softly. I am not pulling the hair too tight. I'm just braiding very light and softly. You don't need to pull tight to achieve this at all. And pulling the hair tight, trust me, it's not good for anything at all either. So as I move over to the next braid, the bald patch is more wider. So I'll need to feed in a lot more extension than I did previously. So start braiding with the client's natural hair, and as you get closer to the thinning area, that's when you need to start add the extensions so that your braid doesn't get thinner as you try to cross over the bald patch. So the purpose of the extensions is not just to maintain the density, but to also prevent the braids from breaking apart. Because I could braid this without the extensions. I've done it several times before, and those videos are documented right here on my YouTube channel under the playlist Braid Over Bald Patches. So I'll leave the link for you guys below to go and check that playlist out afterwards. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I mean, I am used to doing this all the time, almost every day I come across these kind of hair conditions. So just take your time, braid slowly with the client's natural hair. But if you're not very good at gripping and short hair, you can start adding your extensions in from this point onwards. But I won't start to add my extensions as yet because, you know, obviously, you know, I'm quite good at gripping and short hair. So this is a point where I will start to add my extension in. So you want to add the extensions in before the hair gets thin, because you want it to start blending. You don't want to see that big lump by you trying to add the extension in as the hair is getting thinner. So as you can see, guys, it's blending perfectly. So you can barely see where I added the extension in, you know, because it's blending so perfectly. So the density is just right, and it's looking like it's natural hair. So just continue to do this technique all the way across, and try not to part the hair too wide. So try not to make your cornrows too big, and you know, because if you make the cornrows too big, then the gap in between is going to be too wide, and that's not going to create the illusion that you want to create, as if there's hair there and the hair is normal. So the thinner you part your cornrows is the better when it comes to trying to braid over bald patches such as this inside the crown. So thinner cornrows, thinner rows, better create the illusion and better gives you a coverage. So that's something for you guys to keep a note of. So guys, please also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and whatever other platform you see me on. Just follow and support the thing. And guys, please don't forget that your comments are very important to me. So please comment, whether positive or negative. Just say something. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And for those of you who know me already, or know say I'm not really in the bag of long talking when it comes to my tutorials. I prefer just to demonstrate. So guys, I won't be talking you through the entire thing. So just watch as I demonstrate. I'll make the speed as slow as possible for you guys to practice. And if you have any questions, just drop a comment below and let me know. All right, big up on yourself. One love.